So from the inside, Scalzonis of Knox, Girardi of Deakin, Sealy of Nunawading, Demio of Chilwell, McBurney, Glen Huntley, Dottermaid, Western Athletics, Weston of Knox, Kerr of Sandringham, Sarah Waters of Deakin. We've got Mester of Wellington, Janetsky of Old Zavarians, Connell of Athletics Essendon, Murray of Diamond Valley, Goldsworthy Williamstown, and Williams of Doncaster. So as we said, anything under 10 minutes this evening would be a very impressive time for the ladies. And it's Sealy who's going to lead the field through first time of asking. On her outside, the Wellington athlete there in Mester, and tucked on the inside, it is one of our Knox athletes, I believe. No, it isn't. It's Chilwell's Demio, of course. Didn't recognise that at all. So Sealy out in front, Demio tucked in behind her, Mester of Wellington, and then it looks like Meg Kerr of Sandringham, one of our fastest seed girls that Wesley athlete there, now stepping up in distance. Also prominent over the steeplechase this season. But Demio, Sealy and Kerr will be put a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field as we go through one lap of the 7.5 for this ladies 3000. This is the B grade heat. We're going to follow this with the men's B grade, and then quickly after that will be our two A grade races. We've talked about it a lot already, but for those in the live stream at home, it has been an evening of personal bests. Morgan Mitchell went 2:03.9 in the 800, was very exciting. We saw plenty of 200 metre PBs early in these Box Hill perfect conditions. And now we're looking to see the same as the ladies attempt a sub 10-minute 3,000 metres here with Bridget Sealy piloting the field through 600. Demio behind her. Then it's also Kerr. From Glen Huntley, it's McBurney. On the outside, Waters. The tall athlete from Essendon there is Lauren Connell. From Diamond Valley, it is Shania Murray. And then a pack still pretty closely formed there, Tim, as we go through 800 shortly, with Waters now setting the tempo up. We're looking, Tim, about that just sub 10 minutes. What sort of pace are we looking for per lap?
I'm actually looking at donuts at the moment, but you're looking at that, which is what, the 5-minute pace. It's just under the 82nd laps, I believe.
So 2:35, they've gone through 800. 2:35, they've picked up the tempo. Sarah Waters has decided the tempo wasn't quite quick enough, and she's really put a bit of a move on the field. It'll be interesting to see who matches her here. Demio is still quite comfortable, hasn't wanted to lead yet. Kerr tucked in behind her, McBurney, and also Murray. So, Tim, you were enjoying donuts. I'm enjoying a quiet beer beverage here from the Box Hill Barbecue and Beer Stand. What a night of athletics it is as Sarah Waters goes through 1 kilometre in 3 minutes 12. So we're well inside that 10-minute pace. Well, Demio next on the track, Kerr, McBurney, Murray, Sealy, Connell, Goldsworthy.
We're actually on 9:40 pace thereabouts at the moment, Nick. So Waters setting a good pace. Demio, a renowned front runner, but content at the moment just to sit there, and she's taking some good girls with her. There's been a little bit of a crack in the bunch. McBurney's up there. Looks like Murray's just hanging on back. Gap then to Sealy and then Connell. But certainly stretching out now as we go into the 2nd kilometre.
I think you're right. The stretched out field, Tim, gives a real indication that the pace is on. Most of these ladies have never gone sub that 10-minute time for 3,000 metres, and tonight they're setting a tempo, and the first 4 are definitely on track to run that sort of time. So Sarah Waters, we saw her sister go around earlier in 800. She's now stepping up over 3,000 this evening. We'll get a track on them soon when they go through.
There's certainly some good stuff happening in the Waters household because they have been running well. We had, I think it might have been Rachel went up to the World Cross Trials and ran an extraordinarily good race, but Sarah doesn't mind leading. She's the more experienced, obviously, of the sisters. And now Demio's just launching forward a little bit, McBurney, and then Murray's having a big run there.
Yeah, 78, another 78-second lap. Demio still battling on there. You never can discount her, that style. Sometimes a little bit deceiving to how strong she is. You're right, Murray looks terrific on the track. Sealy, the early leader, still good, and Kerr's tucked in behind her. Connell looking strong there in the Essendon colours.
And I'm going to call it Skelsonis is going to take some scalps. One of our favourites at Milers Club, Victoria Skelsonis, just starting to move through, just ahead of Cass Mester, who won the Victorian Country Championships up in Bendigo over 5,000 just on the Australia Day weekend.
And just behind that, you've got Goldsworthy, one of the talented juniors who's been doing a very good job, going a bit further distance than her older sister Grace, who likes the one lap.
Correct. So some good stuff happening out there at the moment. So just trying to get a fix on where Murray is. So it's definitely Waters.
So Murray's sitting there in fourth, Tim. So Murray just behind McBurney.
I think the hair colour might have changed, which is throwing me.
So Waters now hits the straight, and she's extended that lead a little bit further. So it's the Geelong athletes out in front. It's Deakin and Chilwell. McBurney of Glen Huntly, the traditional Hunters distance team. They're looking terrific. Shania Murray looking also quite comfortable in fourth. Sealy hasn't changed the tempo from earlier, looks good. Connell, Condigonis. And you're right, Tim. I think your Knox favourite, Skelsonis, is moving through the field really nicely, moving through terrifically. But coming up close to a K to go. What are we? 1,100 metres to go now. Waters with 25 metres on Demio. McBurney moving well. Murray. Connell and Skelsonis, though, in about 5th and 6th, Tim, are the two biggest movers with Condigonis.
Correct. Steph Condigonis is sitting in a good position there, just off the back of Connell. And they're starting to just bridge that gap to Sealy and perhaps also to Murray. Big run here from McBurney, though.
6:30. So 6:30, 3:13 first K, 3:17 second K. Waters has pushed the tempo. So Waters here now moves that margin out to about 40 metres. Demio and McBurney are going to really need to work if they want to break that 10-minute time. Murray, Sealy, Connell, Condigonis and Skelsonis. But coming up close with 2 laps to go on Waters, I don't think is going to get headed. But how quick can she go?
Well, I'm looking at McBurney as well. I think she's going to want to move into that second position. Unfortunately, Murray's now being gobbled up by that next pack led by Sealy.
So 7:11 with 2 laps to go. We are on track for something inside her 10:05 seed time. That is for Sarah Waters. Heidi Demio still battling on strongly. McBurney going to join her. Hopefully they can push each other along. Then it's a pack. This pack, if they work together, will move quick. Sealy, Connell, Condigonis, Skelsonis. Murray trying to hang on, try to get back onto them, Shania. Goldsworthy next, also Mester. But now with 700 metres to go, Waters lengthens the margin out to 60. She's not going to get caught from here, but can that pack of 4, who are currently in 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th, can they reel in 2nd and 3rd? McBurney moves into 2nd, Demio goes back to 3rd, Connell is dragging the pack with her. Connell, Sealy, Condigonis and Skelsonis. They're not out of the running here for 2nd place yet on this track. But with 500 to go, Waters is just getting stronger and stronger, Tim.
She had an average year in 2018, but it is showing that 2019, Sarah Waters is back. So we're going to see her now in some A races heading off of this performance tonight. So Sarah Waters comes down and she'll get the bell.
And she's going to get the bell, Tim, in about that 8:30 odd. So it's going to be a fast one here. We're imagining about a 9:40 high potentially. We'll see what happens. 8:30 at the bell and Waters kicks again. She looks strong. She lengthens the stride and moves away from this field. She might put 100 metres on them by the end. McBurney next. Sealy and Connell, they have just worked and worked and worked. They've caught Demio. Demio now being joined by Skelsonis, who's getting stronger. Come and try and get more of these girls. Sub 10 minutes if we can. Condigonis next. Murray on the track. Goldsworthy. Mester. And then we go back to Dottermaid, Girardi, Janetsky and also Williams. But out in front, Waters still long way in front. The gap is to 90 metres. The race for 2nd, as we said. Sealy, the early leader's gone back into 2nd. Connell going with her. McBurney fighting on. Skelsonis, Demio, Condigonis, Murray, Goldsworthy, Mester. But as they go with 100 left, Sarah Waters flying. She's extended it now to 100 metres. Sealy fighting with Connell in 2nd, and I think they've got McBurney covered. But Sarah Waters, she pushes out wide. She's going to finish in lane 3, and she's going to finish in 9:40 high. But Sarah Waters, what a run, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of a round of applause. 9:45. kicked home beautifully. A 3:13, a 3:17, and a 3:15 kilometre for her. Wasn't happy with the pace earlier. She pushed it home hard, and she's dragged through. The girls are just going to miss that magic 10-minute mark. But what a great run. Bridget Seeley next home. Lauren Connell outstanding. Juliet McBurney. Scout Sonus, Demio, Condigonis, Murray, Goldsworthy kicking on back strongly there as well. And then we've still got 3 or 4 more on the track. But what great racing here, Tim, in this B ladies 3,000 metres.
Very impressive stuff. It was like watching the peloton as we saw Seeley and Connell just move that pack through and chase through some of the early leaders. But let's get behind the runners as they're coming through now to finish, including Mester.
Mester, Weston and Janetsky. So terrific running, full field there, a great field running this evening. And then we've still got Hannah Williams of Doncaster who's fought on strongly. But great work, you can see the ladies have spent their line on the track. They worked very hard there, but we got what we wanted. We got a fast time from Sarah Waters to win the ladies B 3,000 metres.